Can you guys see me? Hear me? Blah, blah, blah. Supposed to be with me. Okay, I should be online now. I'm sorry, y'all. I was expecting him to go, and I didn't get done my dinner. So, we're going to have to hook it up. Okay, there I am. Hi, Jason. Hi, everybody. Hey, Yankee 4. I missed you, brother. So, y'all are going to have to bear with me while I eat. I got to eat. That's what the doctor said.
Seriously?
What?
You just can't help yourself, can you?
You were on the phone with Grandma, and I couldn't let it be dead air.
Yes, you could. These people would be able to handle there not being something for a couple of minutes. Gee whiz. Does it say we're buffering?
No.
Why does that say I hear you but you're buffering bad?
That's before I started it again.
Oh.
Well, tell all them kids to get off the stinking internet.
They're not on the internet.
Oh. Wonder why my brain broke.
Yep, you broke it. You broke it all by yourself.
What?
Okay, so what are you talking to everybody?
Not.
It says theirs is going on and off again. Carol, can you oh, yay, thank you.
Tea? My bowl? Yummy.
Everything's green here. Tell everybody to refresh.
I think everybody needs to refresh.
So I had to shut down and start back up.
Just toying with my emotions. Let's see. I'm seeing nothing but give him time to start it right. Yeah, there are a serious amount of gremlins tonight, aren't there? Okay, now can you guys see us? Because I'm not seeing it going off and on again. No. Kiwi, Wayne isn't going to be able to get on tonight. So, and this is a perfect example. Of course, I'm hoping that Brad did what he was supposed to do, which is to send out that massive email.
I think so.
So if you were signed up, you probably would know. I don't understand.
Somebody's gonna be on the internet.
Carol, go make sure the TV, everything's off. Because our Wirecast is saying that we're streaming fine, and my stream health on the thing is, saying it's good. Not understanding it. Yeah, Big Brother's blocking the Homestead network. You guys joke, but
Okay, let it catch up.
okay, I just refreshed.
They don't even have the right TV on.
And it's good to go here. So let's see if this works.
Excuse me, Mommy.
Okay, so we got like maybe a 10-second
Sit down
delay.
right there.
So sorry we're eating in front of you guys, but we weren't expecting to go on for another 30 minutes. So okay, so everybody wants to know how Jason is doing. Did you tell everybody? What did you tell them?
I think I'm done.
Well, you were talking. I heard you talking.
Trying to get it up and running, honey.
Okay. Okay. What are we eating? Potatoes, sausage, green peppers, onions, and cheese.
Tacos.
Pat Biedenbaugh said they're eating tacos. Or maybe they're asking if we're eating tacos. Yeah, that's one of our go-to dishes, and we haven't had it in a while because we haven't had any potatoes. So.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got melted cheese.
Oh, Alderman Farms is here. Kiwi, you're not allowed to tease us like that.
Yeah, absolutely love moon pies.
Yep, they're good. Okay, so Jason's just gonna kind of sit here and visit with us, but it's mostly gonna be me and the Carol monster tonight.
Potato tacos. I don't think that would be nice.
Got 8 rows to dig. Jay, I wish we did. We had some, and what was I gonna say? We had some and then they got burnt up. So, want some tea? Okay, so we got a couple of things that have happened this week. The first one is we got an awesome card in the mail today, and it is from Danny and Wanda from Deep South Homestead. And it says, Jason, we're praying for you and Robin. Hope you find out what's going on soon. God bless. So I just wanted to say thank you. And I've had a ton of you guys message me and ask, how he's doing, and I really appreciate that from all of you. It's been a lot easier to handle knowing that I've got a ton of people, that are willing to listen and kind of, cheer us along. Cockeyed Homestead says, okay, I've worn my knees out from praying for you, Jason. How the heck are you doing? Well, the short story is he broke his brain. He's just been too stressed, guys. He's had too much going on, not enough sleep, and his brain just kind of said, I've had enough, and it started giving him headaches. So now he's just taking it easy, resting a little bit, and Teresa said, hey, wait, I thought the Marines took your brain. So
they don't even have the crazy.
Okay.
There's nothing.
We're back on. Do we not have, or any of the other I'll take this one off just so that it, go check, make sure everything's powered down.
Bring every device.
Every device needs to be out here.
And tell them to, they can
and then
come
that
out here and
way we won't have any issues. I'm gonna have to get on to our cable company because they actually had me go up to the next plan so that we would have plenty, and for some reason now it's starting to act retarded. I mean, crazy. So, okay. Yeah, he sounds a lot better now, and that's because he's had a chance to kind of relax and not have the pressure of doing a bunch of videos and stuff. He just had way too much going on at one time. He had like 7 irons in the fire, and so we've kind of slowed it down just a little bit. We got a couple of videos coming out here and there, and I scared Farmer Meemaw. I told her that you broke your brain, she said, and then it froze and she didn't know what came next. No, he's fine. That was just a joke. He was just tired. He's had too much going on at one time. Huh? Yeah? Why are you so quiet? Anyway. Okay, so tonight we had kind of a last minute helping out with Wayne. Y'all hop over to his channel If you're not subscribed to him, go ahead and do that. I promise you it's not a waste of your time.
Taco him.
He has a lot of, he's got a lot of stuff that you can learn from there. Has your headache gone all the way gone yet? No, not yet. But this is something that he's had headaches on and off for months now. So, let's see. Yeah, you guys definitely, you can go taco him because it's his birthday today. So, okay, Farmer Meemaw says stress can cause a magnesium deficiency. So maybe check into a magnesium supplement. So, oh, Kitty, there's my Kitty. Kitty's awesome. She always puts the link up for everybody to just go straight over there and taco. So open up another link. Go over there and wish him a happy birthday.
And taco him like majorly.
Mm-hmm. We had a couple people actually taco us.
Bum, bum,
Mhm.
bum.
Yep.
Simply Circus was one of them.
So is that why he's on the Ohio catfishing? Yeah, sure, probably. I don't know. I just know he wasn't able to make it this evening. We're just covering for him because that's what friends do for each other. Okay, so projects going on here that we have getting ready to do. We've got to pull up some of the stuff out of the garden to make way for
The fall garden?
the fall garden. That's right. And what else? It's almost time to start picking, digging up peanuts, right? We got peanuts we gotta dig up.
And peanut butter to put in my belly.
Emma says hi, by the way.
Simply
Winter
Circus
Bass.
tacoed us.
Winter Bass said she's not going to be here for long, but wanted to stop in and check on you. Make sure you were okay. So, we've got a lot going on in the next couple of weeks. We got a couple of videos we got to finish. We've got to get our fall garden completely in. We got to rip up some of the old stuff, get it out of there. It's taking up a lot of room. Put down a little bit more wood chips, just a little bit. And we're working on a project for the side of the side of where the garden is. Am I allowed to tell that, or do they just have to wait for the video? I could talk about it.
It's part of the sustainable series that we're
Yeah. So
the
this is
very first part.
right. So the sustainable series that we talked about a while back that Jason wants to start. The very first one we're going to talk about is composting, and Jason's going to build some composting bins, show you how to make them, and how we set everything up. And we've had composting areas, but we're going to put it over close to our garden now so that it won't be so much of a stretch to bring everything over.
Here's what we're planting.
Oh, well, no. Whoa! Holy cow, a talking
Okay,
muffin.
I'll just read it off.
I almost got decapitated. Okay. So
For our fall
Wayne, is
garden.
Wayne 34 today? Now watch all the comments come. Okay. So what we're going to plant this year. Go ahead and tell everybody what we're planting. Read them off pretty loud.
Cauliflower, broccoli, spinach, kale, pumpkins, Brussels sprouts, peas, butter beans, cabbage, collards, potatoes, celery, winter squash, artichokes, radishes, bok choy, onions, garlic, butternut squash, leeks, rutabagas, carrots, turnips, beans, lettuce, and Swiss chard.
Man, who's planning all this stuff?
It's beets.
Beets, not beans.
Beets.
Beets, yeah.
Beets.
Yep. So we have a bunch of stuff we have to plant, and so we'll be definitely putting together all of the compost bins so that we can start adding. And then the other thing is we are going to do a composting toilet. So we're actually going to build separate compost bins for both of those. So Nana, she's freaking out because it's not straight. I would be too. I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, we're good. All right. Yeah, we got a lot planned, Amanda. So, yeah, we got it. I got it. I fixed it.
The blue ones up there are my ideas.
So, all right. So anyway, is that better now, guys? Yeah. Everybody freaked out because it was cockeyed. Okay. We got a lot of OCD people in here. Okay. So, don't do that. Y'all stop. Now Jason's being himself. Alright. So, are you kidding me? If you're not going to be on the screen, fix that now. I'm not playing. Fix it. It's not funny. It's funny one time. After that, it's not funny anymore. Okay. You know what, BC? I've done that before. He said I've straightened the pictures in the doctor's waiting room the other day. I tried to fight the urge, but I finally had to get up and do it. That's still not right. Okay. So, no, I do it all the time. It drives me crazy. Alright, so we got the fall garden planned. We've also got, still have a few things that we have to harvest. We've got what was I getting ready to say?
I don't know. I don't even know.
Oh, we've got to harvest our peanuts, and we've got the what are they called? The gourds, the loofah gourds. We have a ton of loofah gourds, and we have to let them dry on the vine. So we're what?
J-chokes.
Yeah. So we've got to let them. We gotta let those dry. And what they've done is they've started growing up through the Jerusalem artichokes, and they actually pulled the Jerusalem artichokes over. So we're having to pull those back up. They're starting to flower, so won't be long before we can harvest those. But I don't know about everybody else. In different parts of the country, I guess there's different things. But one of the weeds that we have at in our farm area in the garden is morning glories. We have wild morning glories that just will take over an area. And I don't know, does anybody else have that problem? Because I always fight with wanting to pull them down because they're one of my favorite flowers. I love morning glories. It reminds me of my mother. And so a lot of times I won't pull them up, and then I regret not pulling them up because then I look over and they've taken over an entire area. And it's crazy because it'll be like one root and then it takes over like an entire area. I have white, I have blue, I have pink. I mean, every color you can think of, Rain. They're everywhere. And it's so pretty because what happens is I have the morning glories, and then on top of that, they also, our gourds are over there. And so there's the yellow flowers from those. And then the Jerusalem artichokes are over there. So you have like the little sunflower looking stuff too. So it's beautiful over there. But then you go out there one day and it's like, I mean, they're like pulled over. So Rain is saying if they're white flowers, they're called chokeweed. I'll tell you another thing that we have growing is, it's, what's it called? Gypsum weed. It kind of looks like angel trumpets. And they're beautiful. I don't know where it came from, but just out of nowhere, we noticed this one big weed that was in the middle, and it started growing other stuff, and before we knew it, it had these big, huge trumpet white flowers on them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. But again, I'm trying to grow vegetables, not not flowers. So yeah, so it sounds like everybody's had some invasive Fiscus tuber vine. Yeah, because that's the one with the thorns. Yeah. Let's see. Honeysuckle. Yeah, honeysuckle takes over, but not so much in our farm, like in our garden area, but it does take over off in the bushes, like as far, over in the corner kind of thing of the, like the edge, the outer edge of the garden. So yeah, you know what? We had mint that grew like crazy last year. It took over an entire 4x8 bed. And then basically this year, because of how dry it was, it just kind of died out a little. I guess
we forgot to water it.
Yeah.
Because we were watering it constantly, and then Bubba forgot to spray them down real quick.
So, so Rain says the thing she hates the most is buttercup. It's hard to dig up, it takes over, and have yet to find them useful in any way. Yeah, so we knew that gypsum weed is toxic. We knew that, and buttercups are toxic. Okay, BC Truck, we are in northeast Georgia. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're in Georgia. Honeysuckles are delicious. They do taste pretty good. Let my mints grow wild in my garden. Yeah, I mean, we had no problem doing that too. They just didn't get enough water this year. And they kind of burn out. But knowing how mint is, I would not be surprised if we go out there once it starts to get wet again. And I wouldn't be surprised if it took over the entire bed again. So we've got that going on. We also have some horseradish that we should be harvesting pretty soon. What else have we got? Oh, well, I know what we got to do first thing in the morning. What do we have to do tomorrow? What do we have to go pick?
Beans!
No! I picked the beans.
Cantaloupe!
No! Big bucket. No, the big bucket. What are we picking a big bucket of?
Weeds!
No, not weeds. What else?
Muscadine!
That's right,
It's my
muscadine.
favorite treat ever.
We did grow peppers. We had quite a few we had this one plant that just did extremely well. It was very prolific. And of course we saved seeds from that plant. But the other ones just were not very heat and drought tolerant. So we lost a good portion of our plants this year. Our tomatoes did horrible. Potatoes did horrible. It was just not a really good year for harvesting. I'm hoping I'm hoping that we're going to have a pretty decent amount of peanuts. So
Go for Green's here.
yep, Go for Green is here. Storm Shelter says all weeds tell you something about your soil. I'll tell you what the weeds tell me about my soil in my garden. It loves to grow grass.
Except for in our front yard.
Yeah, it loves to grow grass. No, he's not coming back on. He kind of wasn't feeling up to being on. So he jumped off at about maybe 22 or so. Okay, so one thing that we normally do on our show is we do a channel shout out.
I've got mine.
Do you have a channel shout out? Okay. Go ahead and tell everybody what your channel shout out is for this week. Really? You don't remember? Teresa, I do too. I have dandelions and lamb's quarters in our yard. There's nothing wrong with Palmetto Paratrooper. I think he was just a little stressed out by everything that's going on, and I know he had his wife and kids there too, so it's kind of hard. Roxanne says off-grid kid. You know, he had a really cool video this week talking about his expectations versus what the reality of homeschooling was. Did you watch that one?
No, I don't like him.
No? You like him.
No.
You just don't want anybody to know you like him. That's what it is. So, who's your shout out for the week? Yeah, I liked it. I liked that video. It was pretty good. Gridlessness. You know, we still haven't watched that one. We need to watch that channel. I know who you enjoyed this week. You liked Simply Circus because they were cracking you up all week long. You got to watch Mom spew tea all over the place.
That's
huh?
mine. Simply Circus.
Well, there's a lot of... How about everybody put one of theirs in? I'd like to see some suggestions of what kind of videos, what kind of channels y'all watch. Besides us, of course. Mine, let's see, Worm Getter. We need to write that one down. Yeah, Wayne. Wayne's a good one. Arms Family. Did y'all watch his... Did he have his show on today? Anybody get a chance to watch it? Yeah, that's true, Josh and Nicole. There's nothing like listening to 5 girls screaming on Skype. Southern Prepper 1, that's a good one. 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub. I have to watch that one. What was yours gonna be?
I'm doing mine on Saturday.
Okay. Grandpa's Farm, Go for Green. Okay. Our half-acre homestead, lots of good ones. Living on a Dime. You know, I've got so many friends that I've gotten off of this channel. I have to start branching out. To be honest, I haven't really, outside of our group, I don't get a lot of time to watch a lot of YouTube, so I tend to try to catch up on the ones that that I haven't gotten a chance to watch, not new ones. So I guess I kind of need to start branching out a little bit. So Freedom Acres, that's another good one. She's a great young lady. I really enjoy watching her live stream. Okay, so Carol, what do you want to talk about tonight? We got a little while. How about you tell everybody what your chores are on the farm? What kind of things do you do? Let's talk about first thing in the morning. What's your responsibility?
Make sure the dog gets up.
Okay, and then what?
I have to go get a bucket of feed, and then I have to
Talk to everybody that can't hear you.
make sure Dessa wakes up to help a guy make sure Dessa has a bucket of feed so that she can feed the all the chickens in the shop and the turkeys and the quail behind the shop.
Yep.
And then I go do the chicken tractors and then I come back.
That's right. So you do a lot of the birds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And tell everybody how much you just love it when Mom or your sister come out to help. You don't like that very much, do you? Why is that?
Because you always mess up my routine.
Yeah, mess up your routine. So all you OCD people out there that were worried about the board, she's got her own little routine of the way she likes to do stuff, right? And the first time she asked me to come out and help, and I came out there and helped her, and you spent like 20 minutes telling me how to do stuff because you wanted it done your way, right? Yeah? So, okay, so let's see, what else can we talk about? What else do we have going on? We've got fall, and you know something that's right around the corner. It's not going to be long. We've got Christmas coming up soon, don't we? So what are we going to start doing a lot of here? We got to get busy. Got to start making all the different stuff that we like to give for Christmas, right?
A pat on the back?
No. What do you like to give for Christmas time? Well, don't you like to knit on the loom, the big circle? Yeah, you do. That's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. And then what else we've got? I know another thing we got to do. We've got to make some lip balm tomorrow. So we've got that to do. Oh, that's another thing that we've got a video that's coming out probably in the next couple of days. We made some laundry pods, and they're really cool. You'll definitely have to check that video out because it definitely helped us. Let's see. Kitty says, does anyone have any ideas for ants? She tried vinegar, peppermint, dish soap, melaleuca. None of it works alone or in combinations. Wow. Is it sugar ants, Kitty?
Try peppermint.
No, she tried peppermint. Let's see. Molten aluminum. Yeah, they poured that down in the... You done? Okay. Rain wants to know if we barter with our beeswax. If I had some, I would. But our bees, we lost our bees this year, so we're not gonna have any for a little while. But Kitty says thank you. Yeah, some people use diatomaceous earth. I can't. I've not had any luck with diatomaceous earth. And yeah, they are a pain in the butt. Basically, what we've had to do with ants is we've had to just make sure we secured everything up and get everything sealed and put away to kind of take all of the things that they're coming to and the things that they want to feed off of. We've made sure that we just... I don't know what everybody's saying. Let's see. Okay. So everybody's talking about uncooked grits, things like that, borax powder. See, we've done that before too, Teresa, where we did the borax, powdered sugar, water, and you can actually make little ball, like little bitty, like where they're like the size of marbles, and you put those out, and then they feed off of those. She's saying she tried that one too. 20 Miltine borax, what?
Can't you use lemongrass?
Probably, but I think she's already tried some oils. And the thing is that sometimes trying so many different things, a lot of times you just, once you've tried so many different things, at some point it just feels like nothing's working. And a lot of times I've found that I don't give something enough time to work, and I jump on to the next thing because I'm so predisposed to think that it's not working. So, but yeah, sugar ants they're a pain in the butt. And I noticed somebody said earlier that they've seen them show up more when it rains. And I have noticed that when we've had a good rain, you'll see a couple, more than we would normally see. Okay. Let's see. Everybody's the boric acid and all that, and borax and everything. What do you do for rats? Mine no longer go for the traps. They learn. Storm shelter, what kind of bait are you using? Jason did a video on rats and mice that's pretty extensive. Kind of tells you a couple of different things to use.
Move them.
Do what?
Move the traps.
And the other suggestion Jason says is if they've learned the traps, move them, put them somewhere else.
Sure you've got perpendicular.
And make sure that wherever you're, he's using peanut butter with vanilla extract. Make sure that your trap is perpendicular to their run, whichever way, because they like to hug walls and stuff like that. So if you watch that video, he shows pretty well what you need to do, how you need to do that. Yeah, Nana, that's right. If you see a ton of the ants coming to the mixture, you know it's working because, yeah, they're coming to feed off of it. So, Ladessa, you've been pretty busy this week. What have you been doing a lot of?
I've been making pot holders.
You've been making pot holders, that's right. Yep, you've been sitting in front of the TV making pot holders, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You had a lot to make. Who all did you send pot holders out to?
Well, I got that one order done.
Mm-hmm.
Then you and me gotta make the lip balm.
Okay.
Then after the lip balm, we have to send that order off.
We're going to do that in the morning, right? We got to go hit the...
We have to go hit the post office tomorrow.
Yep, we sure do.
Then
Deep South wants to know how you're doing, Jason. We got your card, Deep South. Thank you so much. We read it earlier at the beginning. Let's see. We have to do a bunch of
yeah.
We have to go in to the post office tomorrow. Yes, Grandma's Homestead, she does sell them. They're on our website. Kitty, if you could put that link in there, that would be lovely. Yeah, Lonely Prepper. The best thing they found for ants is a commercial product called Taro. They drink and take back home. Yeah. So, make some out of the top of your dad's socks. Yeah.
Yes.
She's been doing that with all the ones that we have that are, because my son, and I do too, we wear out the heels a lot in socks. And so Ladessa takes all of the socks and cuts the tops.
Can I tell them not to use the shirts?
Sure. Go ahead, tell
Do
them.
not use the shirts.
Don't use t-shirts.
No.
Why not?
Because that's a big bummer.
Why is it a big bummer?
Because when you go to pull on it, you know what it does? It
What?
breaks.
It breaks? Do you think it's because you cut the strips too thin?
Nope.
No. You think it's because of your big, massive guns? Is that what it is? Yep, that's probably what it is. You're probably just too strong for your own good, huh? Okay, so we've got all these pot holders that you've done, so we got to ship a bunch of those out. Did you see Grandpa's video?
Yes, ma'am.
So we sent Grandpa's pot holders
Yep.
last Saturday, and I think he got them. Y'all, I was pretty impressed. He got his pot holders in like a couple of days. It did not take...
It must have just went on the plane
Probably.
And not even the truck.
You're sure it wasn't somebody just riding their bicycle? Riding along? No? So yeah, he got them in like 2 days. And he was pretty impressed. Ladessa's favorite part, she kept watching because he made a video. I don't know if y'all saw it. But he made a video and Ladessa kept watching it over and over. So Grandpa, if you look at your videos and you see a lot of watches on that video, half of them are probably from Ladessa. Because her favorite thing to do was every time that he went and opened up the envelope.
Pause it.
Why would you pause it?
Because I like to see that smile.
Because you like to see the smile on his face. So that was pretty cool. And so this week we've got the other thing is we got all of our oils that everybody had ordered in. We got them all, and so we'll be sending all of that out tomorrow as well. Nana wants to know if we knit or crochet. T-shirts are great for that. I crochet. And I'm still working with other materials besides t-shirts, but I haven't thrown away any of the t-shirts because I do that also. And I would like to work on trying to make a couple of t-shirt rugs, which basically the crocheted rugs. So
What is that called? Latch hook.
yeah, you can't latch hook with that though.
No, not t-shirts.
Was what?
Side latch hook.
Oh yeah, you do like to latch hook. That's right.
Just so I gotta finish.
What do you have to finish?
I gotta finish the big green tractor for Grandpa's. No, not for Grandpa. For Grandpa. For Christmas.
You're not giving that to Grandpa, are you? No.
For Grandpa.
So Ladessa's favorite color is John Deere green. She has loved the color of a John Deere tractor since she was old enough to even say the color green. And it's never even been green. It's always been big green tractor. And yeah, Nana, thank you. That's what I was planning on using was a J. Let's see, makes good rag rugs. Yeah, that's what I was. You can do that too. Braid the strips and then sew them together. Yeah. So we don't throw away anything here. I have actually save all of the old jeans, and we're gonna make probably a quilt patchwork curtains out of those. And so I'm looking forward to. We have to cut all the squares, but once we do that, I'm gonna start putting those together because Jason's always on to me about having curtains. So I'm going to make some out of denim and make denim square curtains. Looks like a lot of people did latch hooking when they were young. Yeah, you can cut the shirts into thin strips, but what Ladessa was talking about earlier, we have seen that happen a lot, is that they tear or they overstretch.
Yeah, when you stretch them out, they won't.
They're not elastic.
The end,
right.
Elastic.
Right.
That's why I like using the socks better than the t-shirts.
That's right. Let's see. Yankee's gotta go, so say goodbye to Yankee 4. Good night, Yankee.
Good night, Yankee.
Okay, so what else do we have going on? You know, we've got a oils class coming up on Monday. Do you know what oil we're gonna talk about?
Nope.
No?
No.
You don't? We're gonna do eucalyptus.
Oh, eucalyptus.
That's one of your favorites, isn't it?
No.
No? I know it's one of Daddy's favorites. Oh, well, but isn't that in yours? Isn't eucalyptus in your favorite?
I don't know.
I think so. Gothic Sugar is saying try to use cotton, stretch it first. Right, well that's what we've been using is cotton t-shirts, and they just, when they stretch, they don't rebound. They won't, yeah. Okay, so, let's see. you've got your pot holders done. We're gonna do our.
Oh, I have to wake up in the morning and do that last order.
How many more do you have to make?
I don't know. I just gotta get that last order done.
Oh, okay.
I think it. I gotta get 3.
Eucalyptus, is that an instrument? No, we the flop from on the loom. No, the eucalyptus, we're going to do that. Let's see. It says if you stretch the t-shirt before you cut it into strips, that helps.
Okay.
So maybe you can try that.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah, maybe you can try that. The other thing I was thinking, guys, is that maybe she's cutting with the grain instead of against the grain, or there's got to be a different way to cut it. I'm thinking maybe she was cutting it the wrong way. But we like to let them kind of figure stuff out on their own. So we just kind of, yeah, and I told her to cut them into wider strips, but she said it's just kind of, sometimes it's just, they stretch too much and they don't stay out. So make sure you keep all oils out of reach. Keep the big kids out of it. What do you mean by that, Teresa? We don't have any problems with the kids getting into the oils. They know what what they're allowed to use, what they're not supposed to use. Yeah, I think you're right, Cockeyed. Is cut on the bias. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking that she was just cutting it the wrong direction. But again, like I said, I try to let her figure that stuff out first. And then go from there. Oh, yeah, that wasn't. I don't know why y'all keep talking about that. Him tasting that oil had absolutely nothing to do with him not feeling well. And even more so, I've used it and it doesn't. I mean, yeah, it's just not there. So, what? No, he had the cedar wood too, and I'll give you a good example, guys. He had the cedar wood on accident, and that one you're not supposed to ingest at all, and that one didn't make him sick. So, let's kind of get off of the oils thing. Let's see. I'm glad Big Bear is resting, but I wish we could see him. Yeah, everybody wants to see him, but he's just sitting over here in the corner being kind of quiet. Yeah, Nana, that's what she prefers to use, is the socks. And so what we're doing is what we've started doing is, as soon as we have a sock that's a stray, it goes into a pile for her to cut them up and use for her pot holders. So and basically what happens is they go in the washing machine. We can't find its mate, so it's already clean. We put it into the pile and then it gets used. So what's wrong? Oh, now you're gonna come into the picture? Seriously? So this is what I have to deal with right now. He decides when he wants to do things, and then he gets really funny and jokey about it. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at it. See? That's the face. Wait a minute. Why does it say Bill is back? Did he decide to go back on?
Bill? Really?
Who's Bill?
Here he comes. The suspense. Hi, Bill. I don't know. Why is he... Or are you talking about Jason? I don't know. Maybe he had you mixed up with William. So, Hart Family says you're being a tease. Okay, so now he's on, and he needs to just talk, because it's hard for me to fill in all this air with you just sitting over there, like, just looking at me. I don't like it.
It was like a train wreck.
Well, you know what? Then you can train wreck your way into doing the rest of this show, because it's not cool. And I'm going to give you the business now, because it's not That's not fair. Oh, okay. Talking about, yeah. Seriously? So as you can tell, part of his problem was he's a gassy baby. I think all the gas just built up, and that's what started making your head hurt. Maybe you will start feeling better.
Doing a good job.
Yeah, I know I'm doing a good job, but I can't stand when you're over there sitting in the corner looking like a
Well, you should have let me out.
exhibitionist over here. I feel like an exhibitionist, and you're the voyeur over there in the corner.
Oh, what?
I don't know. What a fun guy, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, so anybody have any questions of anything that's going on? Seriously, my kids are horrible.
Well, considering that's not yours.
No, that's Carol's. Yeah.
No, this is yours.
Right, this is Carol's. I was going to say, my kids are horrible. Do your kids do this? You put a bunch of stuff in the plate, and then they eat all the meat out, and everything else is still sitting in the bowl? Drives me crazy.
I don't eat all my food.
Deer season starts on Sunday?
Oh, no.
No?
What's today's date?
Today's
Today's
Friday.
the 9th.
Yeah, it starts on
And
Sunday.
11th on the Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. So, trapped fart syndrome. I think you might be onto something, Cynthia. I think that's what it was. She said they could hear you growling.
That's a story. I wasn't growling.
Oh, is Cynthia over?
Yeah, he was over there in the corner. So,
Oh.
Cockeyed, let me tell you, I really enjoyed. I watched a little bit of your channel.
She only watched it because I told her to, because you're my channel shout out this week.
Oh, I thought you weren't going to say it until Saturday.
Well, you were trying
You're
to steal
sitting
my
over there in
thunder.
the corner and just, what, really? He was over there in the corner having a pity party, guys.
Yeah.
When they do that, the rest becomes dessert. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm not the only one. It drives me crazy.
Starts at 3.
Let's see. Now you're growling. It drives me nuts. He does this to me every time. He loves to be a little practical joker, don't ya? Yeah, whatever. Y'all should have seen him with the doctor the other day. They kept asking him all kinds of questions, and man, he had an answer for everything. Lonely Prepper, it took me a little while for this first order, because what would happen is I would get ready to place my order, and then somebody would send me a message. And then I'd wait a day to see if anybody else was going to make an order, and then I would go to make the order, and it would happen again. And so I finally just made a cutoff, and I went ahead and made an order. But I've got another order that I need to place. So if you have a couple things you'd like, just shoot me an email, and I'm probably going to make that order on Monday. So it should be shipped off by next Saturday, if that answers your question.
Cockeyed, which one of you is typing? Is it Mel?
I'm trying to remember which one's Mel. Mel's the blonde-headed one, right?
She's the one that does all of the construction work.
Okay. This is why I watch. I feel so special. Yes, exactly. I'm telling you,
Help me remember the other lady's name before I get
Joe.
upset. Is it Joe?
Yes, it's Joe.
You sure?
Yes, it's Joe. It's
Yep.
Joe.
Yep, what? Yep, it's Mel, or yep, the other lady's
Yep,
name is
it's-
Joe.
I don't remember. Is this mine?
Yes.
There's no meat in it. Ah.
You take out the meat too.
You know what? I did look up silent migraine. I did get that. And regardless of what the headache was, we're really not worried about the physical part of the headache. So Joe,
Yeah, so you were right, Dessa.
you were right.
So you can tell we've been watching a lot of y'all's videos while I've been stuck in the house, not allowed to do anything.
Yeah, we were watching the Cockeyed Ratatouille.
Yes.
And we're going to try that this weekend. So, Simply Circus, you're just jealous because you couldn't teleport over here in time to eat with us.
So and I'm going to do this again tomorrow on our regular show, but my channel shout out this week, y'all, is Cockeyed Homestead. If y'all
Mama.
have not been over there, go ahead and open up that tab Go over there and subscribe to them. They are absolutely hilarious.
They're so cute.
You excuse me. You cannot watch their videos and not either smile or giggle.
Yep.
They're always giving each other the business,
Yes.
which is absolutely hilarious.
Funny. Yeah.
And Mel gets to talking and cracking jokes, and she gets herself so tickled that she starts laughing.
Yeah.
And Mel, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but her laugh, if any of y'all remember Woody Woodpecker, that's what she reminds me of. And that was like one of my favorite cartoons growing up.
Uh-huh.
But I watched their here we go again.
The one about the diatomaceous earth with the fleas.
With the fleas.
Uh-huh.
I watched the wiring and insulating of the rabbit hutch, putting the air conditioning in the rabbit hutch.
Mm-hmm.
The ratatouille. The
Pizza salsa.
the pizza salsa.
Pizza salsa. Uh-huh.
And there was another cooking one that we watched.
Pizza sauce. That was pizza sauce.
We just said pizza
She
sauce.
said peach salsa.
Salsa.
Oh, yeah, the pizza sauce.
Pizza
Yeah.
sauce. Yep.
And I have to go back to rewatch to how to get their recipes for any of their food because they're just absolutely hilarious.
They really are. They're so funny. And they're just so cute. It's nice to see.
And they're real.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things I enjoy about them because they don't care if they make a mistake on camera or not. They'll just laugh it off and keep on going.
The one that just cracked me up, we were watching the Ratatouille, and I didn't really know what Ratatouille was. So, I mean, I knew about the movie, but I really didn't know exactly what it was. So I was watching and paying attention, and it was so funny. One, to watch the dogs start going crazy. And you could just tell that Joe was getting frustrated because they were just barking and making up. But then the best part is if you really listen, you can hear Mel behind the camera giggling. And it's so funny because you just hear her. She's like,
You ain't got to hear it because sometimes the camera starts doing this when she gets to laughing hard.
yeah. So, look who's here.
Hey, Sugar Mama.
Okay, so Kitty. Everybody's shirts except for yours and Doc Kozlowski, and I've already talked to Steve and Donna. Her machine busted on her.
Again?
It is out of commission right now. So they're either going to have somebody come and repair the machine, or she's getting a whole new machine. So if you need me to, I can send you your money back until it's ready to go. It's not a problem. She hasn't given me a time frame yet on it. I know you still want the t-shirt, but I'll understand if you guys, what you want to do. Just send me a message and let me know. But I am on her trying to find out when she's going to be able to get them printed. So just let me know what you need me to do, and I'll take care of it. Just send me a message.
We're trying to be as patient as we can with her because she gave us a really good deal on getting the shirts made, which we're able to pass on to you guys.
Right.
I mean, because if you go and look, anybody else that has t-shirts for sale, they're
20 or 30
or
bucks.
$30.
Mm-hmm.
And we're able to keep ours low because
Right.
she's cut us a good deal.
Freaky Geek too, if you go to our website, we have several t-shirts that you can pick from. But we had printed one specific t-shirt, and her ink, as it was starting to print the shirts, it just started putzing out. I sent that one out, Cynthia. That one's it got mailed on Saturday, so it should probably already be to him. It went to Texas, right? Yeah, we sent those out on Saturday, so he should probably already have it.
Cockeyed, I think that is a great idea. I think you guys should put out a cookbook.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And maybe do, I don't know if you could do an ebook, and maybe link to some of your videos and stuff. That would be. We don't have sweaters yet, but she's gonna. Well, she was supposed to, but with the machine dropping out, she's supposed to try.
She's gonna make me a hoodie to see how the hoodie works. Kentucky. Okay, maybe it was Kentucky. I'll look and see and make sure. We've had so many different orders, but
Because he's
I'll
supposed
look
to get a
into
squash
it.
shirt, right?
No, Cynthia, it was a chicken shirt, right?
I thought it was squash.
No,
For her
Cynthia.
son.
Yes, Cynthia ordered 2 shirts for her and her husband, and then she ordered a separate shirt for her son. Her shirt and her husband's shirts were white, and then his was black, I believe. So I'm waiting for her to confirm that. I'm pretty sure that is who I'm thinking of. A sweater beheading. How many of you guys have the Foxfire series books? Yeah, the chicken butt shirt. I did send it, Cynthia. I sent it on Saturday last week. So with the holiday, he probably has already received it, I would hope. But if he hasn't, let me know. There's Wayne. Happy birthday, Wayne.
Happy birthday, Wayne.
We're glad to see you.
So Wayne, do you want to take over for the last 15 minutes?
Freaky Geek 2, really? They're great books. It's a great series of books. Everybody's getting happy birthday into Wayne.
Okay, everybody, let's sing happy birthday to Wayne. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wayne. Happy birthday to you. 'Cause you look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Big old fat bald monkey.
That's not nice. You better be nice, Daddy. Okay. So yeah. Apparently he got tacoed.
Mhm.
And many more.
Yeah,
Yes, I can believe
I
you're
can believe
singing.
y'all are singing cockeyed.
Yep, I can believe it.
And you know what's so funny about one of the things that I enjoy so much about them?
What?
You know, like Danny and Wanda,
Mhm.
Deep South Homestead.
Yeah.
Their name fits.
Fits. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't really get much more deeper south
Yeah.
than them.
Uh-huh.
Wayne's Country Living. You really can't get much more country
Nope,
than Wayne.
That's absolutely right.
Cockeyed Homestead. Everything. I mean, she put the air conditioning in. It was cockeyed a little bit. And every time they do something, and if something just comes out right, they're like, well, what do you expect? It's the Cockeyed Homestead.
Well, I even watched when she was doing the stuff with the diatomaceous earth.
Yeah.
She's like I really love vacuuming.
Simply Circus. I mean, if anybody's ever Skyped with them, oh,
Oh, yeah.
Lord, you know that's a circus.
Yeah, exactly. Simply Circus definitely fits their name.
Yeah, BC Truck.
Yeah.
That's all his.
Build, repair,
Yeah.
repurpose. Exactly. Mm-hmm. All right. Good night, Wayne. Get
night,
some
Wayne.
rest, dude.
You owe me $29.95.
4 easy payments. Oh, Lordy. Do we even know what we're going to talk about tomorrow night? No?
You got a clue.
Have you thought about it?
Mhm.
Anybody have any requests? I know I had somebody on one of our videos was asking about quail.
I made 2 videos about quail.
I know, but they wanted a live chat about it. I guess they wanted questions. They had questions to ask. I don't know. Not sure. Alright, so we got about 15 minutes, and then it's going to be go for green, right?
15 minutes. We next to
15
Fred's.
minutes.
When we lived in Augusta, Robin used to like to order from this one Chinese restaurant.
Because it was close to the house. It was like 10 minutes from the house.
And the only English they spoke, or the lady that spoke on the phone, was the name of the business. And then at the end, she would say, okay, 15 minutes, we next to Fred's. Because you had to go pick it up, and they were next to the Fred's store.
Okay, good question, Gothic. How did you come up with the name for your homestead? We have been Big Bear ever since Jason and I have been together. And he's been Bear since before I knew him. Let's see. How far back do we want to go with this? Why don't you tell him?
No, I want to see how much you know. Let's see if you can earn brownie points with me.
Mm-mm.
Simply, is that a good idea? Josh can't spell. The only thing he ever types when you're gone is shark.
How about how to change the system? Your family has to come to Maine and give my name, my homestead, a name.
Send me a plane ticket, Susan, and I will come help you set up your homestead.
I bet you will. Let's see. So
how we got the name is I had a buddy in the Marine Corps. He was full-blooded Navajo. And we also ended up being roommates. And
Yep.
I've been in a lot of scary situations in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll tell you flat out what one time that just scared the bejeebas out of me was one time he was having a nightmare and he was dreaming in his native tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all have never heard a Navajo Indian have a nightmare, don't go looking for one. It is the scariest
Yeah.
thing
Mhm.
on the planet.
Uh-huh.
Because then he just popped up out of his rack, ran to his wall locker, and he got this sack that was buffalo scrotum and something. And he started dancing and chanting around the room. I just grabbed my rifle and just thought to myself, well, if he gets too close. But
That's a great speller. But anyway.
His
mother.
I got to go back to his reservation in New Mexico one time, and I met his family. And his mama gave me that name. That was my Navajo name, was Big Bear. And so to honor him and his family, I kept the name for my businesses.
So Minuteman says, I come back to Buffalo Scrotum. Okay, enough. Yes, a medicine bag. So anyway, fast forward to when Jason and I first got married. Funny story. We were putzing along and everything was going great. And one day we get a phone call from Jason's parents. And they're like, are you guys okay? And we're like, of course we're okay. Well, do you guys need any money? And we're like, why do we need money? She's like, well, they're calling to repo your truck. And I was like, why would they repo the truck? And she said, because they're saying you haven't paid in, 2 months?
No, it was like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it was quite a bit. It was like $1,000 they wanted. And so I panicked because I was the one that was paying the bills. And apparently what had happened is when I was doing my online paying through the bank, I was paying the credit card that he had instead of his truck. So I was double paying the credit card instead of paying the credit card in the truck. And of course the credit card company's not going to give you any of your money back. So we had to really quick come up with a way.
She's not being completely honest. She was like, yo, pregnant.
Yeah, I was extremely big.
And I kept saying I'm not comfortable with doing bills online. I'm not comfortable with bill. And then of course I got told to jump up to the 21st century. And then she felt bad. And so I said, well, I can always just start trapping again.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about it, and I went to go take a shower. I come back. She had business card, contract,
A little bit of a website. Yeah. Yeah, because that was my strong point, is paperwork and things like that. So so basically what I did was he went to take a shower, he came back, and I had a business card ready to go. I had a contract ready. We had several contracts ready because there was different animals and stuff. And so we decided to name it Big Bear Trapping Service. So then after we did Big Bear's Trapping Service, then a little while later, when the kids were old enough for us to homeschool, we called that Big Bear Academy. And then in the middle of all of that, we decided to just do Big Bear Homestead. So that's always been, so Big Bear has always been our theme.
Susan Campbell's husband is a truck driver and
Carmichael.
hauls potatoes and broccoli.
Ah.
That should be the name of your homestead. Potatoes and Broccoli Homestead. P&B. P&B Homestead.
He might not always haul potatoes and broccoli.
Maybe he hauls broccoli and potatoes.
Speaking of potatoes, we had a good score on potatoes today. Because ours all burnt in the ground, we have a local
Wait
store.
a minute, time out. And welcome to Living on a Dime.
That's not nice. His handle is Carrot Top. Do you know him? No.
Unless he's that real funny punk kid.
Do you know the Carrot Top? I love you too. Isn't it almost time for us to go?
Didn't
We
your
got
brother say
6 minutes.
Didn't your brother say your bath was ready?
Wait, she wants to do her channel shout out real quick.
Oh, okay. Do your channel shout out.
What's your channel shout out? Her favorite. It's
Grandpa's
always
Farm.
It's always the same. She loves some Grandpa's Farm, don't you?
Just because he bought pot holders.
Really?
Oh, you're silly. Okay, go take your bath.
Okay.
Love
night.
you.
Good night. Good night.
The Maine Miracle Homestead.
Put a smile on your face, Homestead.
Park, you're not the first one that said that. Palmetto was giving us a hard time the other day about that too. Can't wait till my kids can fetch me tea.
Just don't feed them until they start bringing you tea. That's how it works.
What you don't see is that we help each other out a lot around here. Alright, Freaky Geek 2. Remember, we'll be on our normal time tomorrow night from 7 to 8.
Why y'all going to bed? You
No, they were saying goodnight to
Oh.
Vanessa. Big Bear gets a bath tomorrow? No. He gets a bath every day. Twice. That's what helps with his back pain.
All this testosterone, you gotta at least shower twice a day.
She said he's been driving a truck since the early 70s. His family was the Carmichaels of Maine. Huh. Very cool. Hey, Beth. Have you been in here for a while? I didn't see you in here earlier. Okay, so we got about 4 minutes before, Park says, I've got all boys. They'll feed, if I don't feed them, they'll turn on me.
Okay, y'all want to see how I keep discipline in my schoolhouse?
Yeah, we love the Nerf gun.
Nerf dart. plastic top. Okay? Now, I'm going to turn the computer. And as you can see,
This is our setup.
this is our setup.
And it's
One desk there, that's Ladessa's.
back in the corner.
Back in the corner is Carol. And then all the way over there,
is Blaze.
that's Blaze.
And you see how they're all separated by a solid surface so that they're not
So I have a clean line of fire to each chair.
Yep.
So when my teenage son is sitting back, staring at the ceiling, got his tongue hanging out, that soft tissue right there in the neck, they wake up real quick.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they have gotten
I wish I could do that at work.
they've gotten very good. So if they hear a desk drawer open, it's very funny. It's like they've been to Iraq because they're all on the floor.
Yeah, BC truck. We have a one room. This is our schoolhouse, and the desk that we're at right now, this is Jason's desk, and then if you look behind him, this is where a bunch of our books, our teacher's manuals and stuff are. So, and then in
If you
his
look right up here. See, that's all the teacher's manuals. So they got to get through me to get to the answers.
right. And then we've got, I mean, we have books everywhere.
Yeah.
But and then that's why we have our whiteboard is because
Sometimes I do have to teach.
I met a paratrooper can't use the Nerf on Natasha or she'll get it. Try to sneak up on him and try to get it later. That's funny.
All right, so we got 2 minutes until go for green.
Yeah.
So this is what you got to do. If you have any oils questions, please send them to Big Bear Farms Oils at hotmail.com. Check out our website and to the store at www.bigbearhomestead.com. Don't forget to check out the Homestead Network, thehomesteadnetwork.com, for all the listings of shows. And up there in that right-hand corner, please share your email so that way when we have situations like tonight, you guys are not showing up real late and feeling bad because you didn't know which show to go to.
Yeah, that's what J said. He just noticed the notification on his phone.
Yep.
That's all right. You can redeem yourself tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow night from 7 to 8.
And to keep with our new Friday theme here on the Homestead Network, this show is sponsored by Sweet Tea. Was that too soon?
It's too soon.
Was that too soon? Okay, y'all, go over to Go for Green.
Yep, it's 9 o'clock. Go over there.
Living. Don't forget to go sub to Cockeyed Homestead. If you're not sub to me, please sub to me. Sub to everybody on the Homestead Network. Go check out Go for Green.
And hopefully we see you guys tomorrow.
And don't forget our show tomorrow at
7. Yep.
All right. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Almost didn't forget to see y'all wait for me to say it. And I almost forgot to do.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.